Percy Patel, who works in JP Morgan as the Vice President of Asset Management Control. So, Percy, tell us, where did you study and what courses did you take?
All right. Johan, I graduated in commerce and I was studying in Lala Lajpat Rai College. Post that, I started working in immediately. So I didn't actually wait to do any kind of further studies because I wanted to first get a couple of years of work experience under my belt, understand what corporate life is all about before I actually embark and try and understand should I be taking on a full course of an MBA or something else that I should be looking forward to. So I worked for about 3 years, post which I did a 1 year diploma course from Indian Institute of Management, Kozhikode, and I have been working in the financial services industry for now what, about 21 years.
Okay.
And the course that sorry, the question that you asked me was on the course from the Indian Institute of Management, Kozhikode. It was more on business operations, service operations, and obviously a little bit from finance.
Okay. So, what motivated you to choose your profession?
Um, it was it was more of a trial and error kind of uh, career trajectory that I had. So initially, I started off with the Indian financial services. I was lucky enough to get an opportunity to work with one of the major multinationals, and that was Bank of America. And once I started working out over there, I really felt like this is the place that I want to go ahead and continue and grow in my career, specifically financial services operations domain. And as time went by, I started growing out over there, understanding the nuances of this particular field, the nuances of business that I was working under. It just ensured that I was never bored. It made sure that I'm always learning something new. And I also started realizing that I'm good at it. So I wanted to continue out over there. I never felt the need to actually move into another career trajectory or do anything else in my career for that matter.
Okay. Um, how do you use technology and how do you think technology will impact your line of business?
Uh, now that's a very good question. It's a very big question. It's a very pertinent question in today's world. Technology, when I look at technology the way it was when I started working to where I am, it's come a long way. There is no way, at least for a person from a financial services background, to have even thought of what we could do today with the help of technology that we were doing when we were back in our early days. So, one, it's an extremely important aspect of business, irrespective of whichever business or whichever function or whichever industry you're going to be. Technology is an enabler, or started out as an enabler, but today and in the future, I believe technology is going to be the thing that is going to go ahead and drive businesses, is going to drive your operations, it's going to drive your service, it's going to drive everything that you do, right from customers to for yourselves, for your employees, for your business, everything for that matter. So it's an holistic aspect of doing business, and there's there's no running away from technology. It is going to be driving everything.
Okay. Which are the main skills someone really requires to succeed in your line of business?
Okay, so for the past 10 years, I've been in the control space, or known as risk management. So the key skills that I feel that an individual needs to have is you need to be someone who's got good probing skills. You need to be someone who is always looking at things in a way that what can go wrong, how do we go ahead and correct it, and how do we take measured risk? Because obviously, the more risk you take, excuse me, the more risk you take, the higher the yield, or the higher the reward. So higher the risk, higher the reward. However, that needs to be controlled in a manner that you know that the risks that you're taking is going to go ahead and help you in your business rather than going ahead and making your business go fall flat on its face. So risks need to be taken. However, they need to be measured, they need to be monitored, and they need to be controlled. So key skills, you need to ask the right questions. You need to be absolutely honest with yourself. You need to be honest with your stakeholders. You need to be honest with your own business to understand where you're. You need to know your strengths, your weaknesses, and take informed decisions about the risk and then move forward.
Mhm.
So that's something that you need to really cultivate in yourself and then move forward. And so that's basically something that I feel is like one of the big skills.
Okay, one more thing. What guidance do you have for those who are looking to pursue a similar career?
For people who are pursuing a similar career, um, it's a tough world. This particular business is, or this vocation or this career as a risk manager is a tough career. And what do I mean by saying it's a tough career? It's a tough career because you're consistently um, dealing with individuals who are experts or subject matter experts within their own domains. You are going to be sitting across as an advisor, as a consultant to individuals who are business leaders, who have also got a wealth of experience and education background in order to back that wealth of experience, right? So at the end of the day, it's always going to be you advising, you consulting. It's going to be a bit of um, push and pull between the two of you. How you are able to communicate and how you are able to convince your stakeholder in terms of the risks that the stakeholder is ready to take or not take, that's going to be key. So diplomacy, stakeholder management, these are some of the things which take time. For some people, it's something that they just are very, very comfortable doing, but for some people, it is something that you're not very comfortable. So this is basically moving out of your comfort zone where you're just given say you're given a computer or you're given a laptop to work on. You've been given a few numbers, you just number crunching, and you throw out or dish out a report. People read your report and then they just go ahead and start working on it. No, this is not just that. You will have to face people. You will have to talk to people about what you have actually gone and done from a number crunching standpoint. You have to
Mhm.
present your findings, and sometimes you have to fight back to talk about why what you're saying makes sense and why the business or why the individuals who are leading the business needs to listen or understand what you're trying to say. So that can be a little overwhelming for certain individuals, but it's highly rewarding. It's extremely satisfying when you're having these conversations because you're contributing directly to the bottom line when you're having conversations with your business leaders.
Okay. So thank you, Percy. Thank you for your time.